Yeah, you are recording now. Can you see the red button recording?
Yeah, okay, ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Carry on. Thanks.
Walao, it's so cheap, man.
I did shouted alternate out for you so many times, you never hear.
Cannot hear. You too soft. Okay. So this okay, you can add like add a few more. Okay, then you don't want you just delete away. Okay, so what you do after you add, you pick up the folder, which folder you want. Okay, or you just do a browse, and then you go to your folder that you want. Then you choose anyone you choose this one. Select folder, homework. Okay, and choose another folder. You go back. You choose office, for example. Right. So normally you can just choose one folder like that. Let's say this folder, the main folder. Then you don't care about the rest already. So everything will be backup, but it will take a long time because there are thousands of files inside there. So normally you will just back up your data. So you choose your folder, a subset of the whole for all your folders. You don't back up everything all the time. A lot of rubbish are not important. So it's not important you put a separate folder. Those that are important, every day you work, you all put in the same folder. Okay, so assuming we have these two folders, then backup is always from the left to the right. So it's easy to pick the left first. Pick all the left first. Otherwise you keep changing drive, very troublesome. Then the right folder, then you probably change to another drive. Let's say I put drive, okay, L. Okay, then I go to my folder. Okay. So one folder go to the same folder, but the only difference is the drive number. Okay, notice the drive number is different. So I back up from one drive to another drive. You can back up to a different folder, but that will make yourself, you'll confuse yourself. So probably it's better to have the same folder name. Okay, otherwise after a while you don't know what, oh, two more coming in. Well, now our members are more and more familiar with Zoom already. Okay, so after you define your folder, let's say another one, which is the homework, you go back to this. Okay. So you have from left back up to the right. Okay, how you back up? This one is very important. You do wrongly, you are in trouble. Okay, so you by default is two-way. Okay, what is the meaning of two-way backup? Okay, so you click this green button. Okay, green button, synchronize. Okay, so two-way backup. Okay, then they explain verify. Okay, over here, verify and propagate changes on both sides. Deletions, moves, and conflicts are detected automatically during the database. Okay, this one means if your left side, okay, if your left side, you delete any file in the folder, say in this folder, you delete any file, then the backup will automatically has the file deleted because you sync both sides. You delete on the left, then the right side will be gone. Okay, so don't think that I delete away is okay because I have a backup. Okay, using this method, you delete, the backup also gone. Okay, if you, like what Dr. Ho saying about ransomware, if the ransomware encrypt your copy, when you do a backup, and you sync both sides, the encrypted copy will be synced over. So your ransomware encrypted copy will also go over. So you also, your backup is also encrypted. So it's not so useful against ransomware. Okay, so this thing is useful if you work on 2 computers. Let's say one at home and one in the office. So you go at home, you work, you go office, you can sync. Then you office work, you come back home, you can sync. Okay, how to sync is another story. Is for me is when I want to connect to my office, I use a VPN to connect to my office. So okay, so let's say you look my office will appear in a different drive. See, that's the drive. This drive is, all this K drive is in my office, which is not connected yet. Because if I connect by VPN, then things will be very slow. Okay, so when I want to sync to my office, I connect to my office using VPN. Then I have a separate drive number. For example, L drive. So my local is C drive, my office is L drive. So when I do a sync, two-way sync, my data from the C drive will go to the L drive. So any changes in the L drive will go to the C drive. So this one, here comes the confusion. Okay, let's say you work in the office. Okay, you go to your office, then you work, you edit one document, and then you come back home, you edit the same document, you forgot, you edit the same document. Sometimes you didn't edit, but you just click save. Once you click save, then you will have the date change. The date time will change. So when the date time change, the system will assume that the file has been modified. Okay, so when you come back home, you also edit. So now there's a confusion already. Office did a change, at home you did a change. So when you sync, then what happened? So there will be a conflict. So all this conflict will appear at the bottom here, this white space here. Then you have to decide one by one action, what to do. Override, that means from left, override to the right side, or the other way around, or do nothing, don't care. Okay? But if you have already synced, let's say everything is synchronized, already synchronized, then you go to office and work. Okay, so go office, you do work. Then you come back home, you want to sync. When you click sync, it will automatically take the content of the office and update your local one. Because your office content, the date is newer than the current content. So so they're based on date. Okay, the date is newer, so it will copy from the office to your home. Okay, but then just now we also said is one of them is also newer. But why is a conflict? Because this system remembers the date. So when the last sync date, the file did not change. Let's say I have already synced everything. So this software will remember the date of the last sync date. And then when you go back home, you do a sync, it remembers that the file in your office has changed. Else your current one in the C drive has not changed. So there's no question. Okay, it's very straightforward. Then you sync from the office to your home. Straightforward because you remember the last file. Okay, but if both files change, since the last backup, both files change. So if both files change, then the system confused already. It confused, then you cannot do anything. Okay, you cannot do anything. Then it will stop. You will list everything here. Then you got to do it manually. So if you want to do two-way synchronization, you must have some discipline. That means when you want to do work, you only do in the office. Then you come back home, you sync it. You don't work here, work there. But if you only work in the office, then it's easy. Your office is, let's say, you work on a PC, okay, and then you have a network drive. So you sync, you work on your local drive, you sync to your network drive. Okay, you always work on one drive. You don't work on the other side. If you work on both sides, then it's a bit confusing already. So if you want to work on both sides, you must make sure you sync them religiously or have a discipline. That means before you start work, you have to sync. Otherwise, there'll be conflict. Okay. So normally I don't use a two-way sync. Because one day I thought that I have a backup, so I went and delete the local copy, and then when I sync, the other copy also gone. So now I lost both copies. Fortunately, you can go to the dustbin to take back. They call it recycle bin. Fortunately, it's still inside the recycle bin. When they delete, they throw inside the recycle bin, so you can recover from there. Otherwise, die already.
Ching, can you have automatic sync?
Automatic, I don't know. This one, maybe have but I don't do automatic because my network is not always connected. This one maybe don't have. I'm not sure, but
Okay, thanks.
I normally don't automatic because normally I just click the sync and go and sleep already. Or when I finish my work, lunchtime or dinner, whatever, then I just click sync. Once a while, I don't every time sync the thing. Because for me to sync is a bit troublesome. I must connect VPN, then I can sync because my files are in the office.
Just a background question since I missed out part of the presentation. Where are you syncing to?
My C drive to my file server.
Okay. So is it a remote server or home server?
Local in my LAN.
Local server. Okay.
But a remote server, if you are using VPN, it's the same because it's a drive number. It's just another drive number, so no issue.
Is it a NFS server or some other sort of server?
This one is a Synology server. It's
okay.
NAS. The brand is Synology.
I see.
Yeah.
So you're not using Synology software to sync?
No. There are so many to try. If I know how to use this, I don't care the rest because this one solved my problem already. Just like you get a wife, you don't keep looking for another girl and test all the different girls, whether which one better or what are the features they have. Don't care can work, can already So I have this
Okay.
software can work. I last time use SynToy, but somehow it doesn't work on for some reason. I also forgot what's the reason. It doesn't work. So I don't use it. I use this one. Maybe
I
the
see.
drive, the Synology, it has some problem. Okay.
So actually, how long have you had your Synology drive for?
For years already, like 10
And
years.
you haven't had to change the hard disk, or do you have to replace the?
Once the hard disk has a problem, so it gets slower. The NAS become very slow. Then I just check then they tell you which hard disk has problem. Then pull out the hard disk. But this one I must switch off. Switch off, pull out the hard disk, buy a brand new one, plug it in, and then it sync inside automatic mirror itself. So my technology is mirrored, so no problem. If
So it's like a RAID array.
Huh?
It's like a RAID array.
Yeah, RAID lah. Mirror is the mirror, so
It's the RAID one.
yeah, if one drive fail and then replace. So far only one
Yes,
time
yes.
only. Okay.
Okay, thanks. Sorry for
So
interrupting.
no, the talk is always meant for people to interrupt. Okay. So after this, okay, we shall go for a short toilet break because the 40 minutes is going up already. Then after the break is very fast. After that, we will explore the rest of this mirror update and custom. Okay, so the toilet break is very fast. I will end this session, and then you all can reconnect immediately. Okay, I end this session. I start the session again. Then you all click the link again. Okay, we try this one. Okay, let me see how to end the session. Okay, end session.